we ready to start? Let's see if we have, yeah.
All right, thank you for coming to our Peter Rabbit performance. We have been working for weeks on this. They are so excited to perform it for you. So I'll talk a little bit more after. We're going to go ahead and start. You guys ready? All right.
They live with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree.
Now, my dear, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go to Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor.
Don't get into mischief, I am going out. Then old Mrs. Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella and went through the woods to the baker's. She bought a loaf of brown bread and 5 currant buns. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail were little rabbits went down the lane to get the blackberry.
Flopsy with her Flopsy play, Cottontail behind her. Mother's work must be away, wasn't hard to find them. Picking berries down the lane, then they went home again. Being good as bunnies should, with no one to mind them.
But Peter, who was very naughty, went straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate.
First, he ate some lettuce and some French beans, and then he ate some radishes, and then for another snack. He went through and looked for some parsnip. Around the end of Cumberford, who should meet but Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages, but he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop, thief!" McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out the peas. He jumped up the hangar and waving a rake, he laughed, "Stop, thief! Whoever it is, let go my lettuces. Mind where you put your toes, mind where you poke your nose. I'll bring you up to scare the crows." Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages and one among the potatoes. After losing them, he ran on 4 legs and went faster, so that I think he might have got away altogether if he had not unfortunately run into a gooseberry net and got caught by the large buttons on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons, quite new. Peter was so frightened, rushed at such a rate, up and down the garden, couldn't find the gate. First among the cabbages he lost one shoe, one in the potato bed, and that makes 2. Even lost his jacket, dreadfully upset. He was such a glutton, he got caught by a glutton in a gooseberry net. Peter gave himself up for lost, shed big tears, but his sobs were overheard by some friendly sparrows who flew to him in great excitement, and implored him to exert himself. Mr. McGregor came up with the sieve, which he intended to pop upon the top of Peter, but Peter wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind him, and rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. It would have been a beautiful place to hide it if it hadn't had so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed, perhaps in under flower pot. He began to turn him over carefully, looking under each. Presently, Peter sneezed. "Ka-dee-choo!" Mr. McGregor was at hand in no time. He started sneezing too.
Mr. McGregor, he went back to his work. Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath and trembling with fright. Also, Chet didn't have the least idea which way to go. Also, he was very damp for sitting in that tent. After a time, he began to wander about, going lippity, not very fast, and looking all around. He found a door in a wall, but it was locked, and there was no room for a fat little rat to squeeze underneath. And old Mouse was running in and out over the stone doorstep, carrying peas and beans to her family in the wood, but Peter asked her the way to the gate, but she had such a large pea in her mouth that she could not answer. She only shook her head at him. Peter began to cry. Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled. Presently he came to a pond where Mr. McGregor filled his water cans. A white cat was staring at some goldfish. She sat very, very still. Now and then, the tip of her tail twitched, as if it were alive. Peter thought it best to go away without speaking to her. He had heard that cats from his cousin liked to push him and bite him. He went back to the tool shed, but quite suddenly he heard a noise of a scratch, scratch, scratch. Peter scuttled underneath the bushes.
But presently, as nothing happened, he came out and climbed upon a wheelbarrow and peeped over. The first thing he saw was Mr. McGregor hoeing onions, and beyond him was the gate.
Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as he could go along a straight wall behind the blackbird. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner, but Peter did not care. He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last out the woods outside the garden.
Mr. McGregor hung up the little jacket and the shoes for a scarecrow to frighten the blackbirds. Peter never stopped running or looked back till he got home to the big fir tree. he was so tired that he flopped down upon the nice soft sand on the floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes. His mother was busy cooking. She wondered what Peter had done with his clothes. It was the second little jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost in a fortnight. I am sorry to say that Peter was not very well during the evening. His mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea and gave a dose of it to Peter, 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime.
For helping us with the piano. I had Mrs. Lilliquist. Where is she? Did she ever make it? I don't see her. Anyway, Mrs. Burks, thank you for setting up our stuff. Mr. Jorgensen, is he here? Thank you, and Mr. Jorgensen for me. Anyway, you're crazy with me. Also, turn around and show me your tails. So my mom made the tails back there. Turn around, show me your face. My sister did the face. And for the invitations, my other sister did it. They were blessed with talent, not me. So we're going to tell them they are outstanding for all of our people. Ready? You are outstanding.